Hello everyone, my name is Samadan Mapari and today's date is 20 December and today's video topic is in exception in Java. We know about the check and uncheck exception. First we know about the exception. Exception is the one of the major uh, one of the one of the major mechanism, powerful mechanism to use at the runtime of the code is known as the exception. And exception gives the error to the user. There are some major issues in exception. Means exception we are look at the time of when the current circuit are closed, invalid user input. uh, when we write the code, we get the error. And when error occur at the time of at the time in the method, then it create the new object, and this object is known as the exception object. And exception object, it gives the information about the error. For example, it has the bound exception, out of length, it shows. And the throwable class, which having the subclasses that are error and exception. There are two types. There are two parts of the exceptions. Means exception contains IO exception, class not found exception, SQL exception, and runtime exception. And in error exception, there is the uh, void exception. And in runtime exception, there are also the four parts that are the arithmetic exception, uh, length bound exception, and out of bound exception, and the runtime exception. And runtime exception is also having the out of bound exception having also two parts. String is out of index, and array is out of index. Then we know about the check and uncheck exception. Check exception means it is used at the time of the compilation of the program. Means at the time of the compilation, it gives the exception is known about the check exception. And uncheck exception, it is fully opposite to the check exception. uh, it reads the code line by line, and when it occurs the error, uh, it throws out of the program, is known as the uncheck exception. And in exception, we are used some keywords: try, catch, finally, throw, and throws, that are used in the exception. It's all about the check and uncheck in exception. Thank you.